How you doing?
Can I help you or something?
No, I'm just getting some footage here.
Doing what?
Getting some footage.
Oh, okay.
That was Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Around. Good afternoon.
How are you, sir?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good.
Is there something wrong?
You were on their wall.
Excuse me?
Is it true you were on their wall?
On their wall.
Yeah, they claim that you were on top of their wall.
Well, that is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
I've been on this sidewalk the entire time.
Well, did they have video cameras here too?
I don't know.
Well, we'll double check.
I was not on there. I was never off the sidewalk. Straight down there, straight down here. And if they
Well,
tell
that's
you
what we were called for. We're trying to figure it out.
Okay, so if I could.
Right away, you can feel the setup. The officer approach is based purely on a third-party claim that the man was on their wall. No confirmation, no visual evidence, just a call. The cameraman calmly denies it and anchors himself to one fact. He's been on the public sidewalk the entire time. That's critical. The entire detention hinges on an unverified allegation. Instead of gathering proof first, the officer begins questioning. This is where many encounters pivot from investigation to assumption before the facts are even established.
Prove that I wasn't. Are you gonna cite them for calling in a false report?
Well, I have to hear both sides. I've always only talked to you so far.
Okay.
So what seems to be going on?
Not that I'm doing a little story on the water plant. I'm just getting some footage of some vehicles moving in and out.
Oh, okay.
I'm not causing any trouble.
You're like a reporter or something?
I'm with the press. Yes.
Oh, which one?
I'm with Arizona United News.
Never heard of it.
Well, we're an online service.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you have any ID with you at all? So
have I committed a crime?
Well, I'm investigating a crime.
I understand that, but
you want me to hear your side of the story, right?
I already told you. I've been on the sidewalk the entire time. What?
So how can I take your report of false reporting if you don't even identify yourself?
Well, do you suspect me of committing a crime? I'm just asking you.
Well, at this stage, I don't have a crime yet.
Okay, but then I don't have an obligation to provide you an ID.
Well, there is a statute that says you're required to provide identification.
Yeah, you know what it is?
Yes.
You know what it is? 13-2412. And it says that
after I tell you that you're supposed to give me.
The officer tries to balance both sides, saying he must hear both stories, which sounds fair on the surface. But then comes the ID request. The cameraman does exactly what someone informed should do. He asks if he committed a crime. The officer admits he doesn't have one yet. That admission is powerful. If there's no confirmed crime, the obligation to identify becomes questionable. The tension rises because the officer is leaning on process, while the citizen is leaning on constitutional threshold.
Your identification.
if I have not, if I'm not, am I being detained? Am I being detained?
You're being detained until we find out if there's truth or facts to the case.
What reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime can you say that you're detaining me by?
They're reporting you trespassing on their wall.
So you're going to take their word for it?
I'm investigating it, so you're not free to leave while I investigate it.
Go investigate.
Is that fair?
That's fair, but
okay.
But
I want to hang out with you. There's another officer over here. I can't talk with you both at once.
Well, you can go talk to them. I'm not going anywhere.
Okay.
Where am I going to get?
I don't know. How did you get here?
I didn't say.
Okay.
What's your name and badge number, sir?
My name is Officer Palmer.
Palmer?
The Mesa Police Department. My badge is 10326.
Thank you very much for being professional. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm doing my job. I get called out to a call. I got to check it out.
And I'm doing mine. And I'm doing nothing wrong.
Here's where the statute gets introduced. The officer cites Arizona's Stop and Identify Law, 13-2412, implying it requires compliance. But the cameraman immediately challenges the foundation. Am I lawfully detained? That's the key qualifier. A statute doesn't operate in isolation. It depends on lawful detention supported by reasonable suspicion. By questioning the detention itself, he shifts the burden back onto the officer to articulate a valid reason rather than simply reciting a code number.
Wrong, and I'm on a public sidewalk, and I have every right to film anything I can see in public. You look as though you're going to challenge that. No? Okay.
Why would I challenge that?
I don't know. You just had that pensive look of, I've got to come back to that. So I just wanted to.
I have to hear both sides of the story. Wouldn't you agree with that?
Sure, you can.
So they're reporting suspicious activity.
Is that a crime?
Suspicious activity is something we need to check out.
Is it a crime?
It could be a crime.
A misdemeanor or felony?
It could be both.
Which one is that? What is the ARS for suspicious activity? I'm dying to hear that because I'm not familiar with it.
Well, you're just playing games.
No, I'm not.
Yes,
No, I'm not.
are.
I'm trying to. You know what? I want nobody to bother me. I'm just getting some footage for my story.
Okay. This is a secure facility, and they're reporting that you were on their wall.
Well, they're lying.
Well, we'll try to get to the bottom of that.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Ask them.
It's certainly suspicious to them enough to call us.
I'm a reporter, and I'm getting
Did you
footage for
identify
a
yourself
story.
today?
No one came and asked me anything.
Okay.
I'm on a sidewalk.
This doesn't even have a name.
Now we're in the reasonable suspicion arena. The officer states he's detaining the man while investigating trespass. But what is the actual articulable fact? A report alone doesn't automatically equal suspicion. The cameraman pushes back methodically, not emotionally. He keeps returning to one theme: I was never off the sidewalk. The officer maintains that investigation justifies detention, yet struggles to clearly define the specific behavior that supports that detention beyond the initial claim.
On this, it could be anything. You could make that up.
Sure, I could. Sure. Yeah, I don't need press credentials to say I'm a member of the
you don't.
civilian press.
But with all the horrible things that are in the news nationwide,
What do I got? What am I going to do with the camera?
you're doing recon for bad guys.
Recon, right in the middle of the day. I'm going to come do recon. And what
Could happen.
And what do you think I can see that I can't spot on Google Earth?
A lot of things.
Really? Tell me. I'm
Absolutely.
curious, sir. What
You're
do you
a lot
think?
closer than Google Earth.
I'm a lot closer than Google Earth. I can't see past that wall. I can't see it. Hold on. I
You're
want to
taking
get
down
I want to get these guys up on the
vehicles
wall.
and license plates.
Is that a crime?
People.
Is that a crime? Okay.
It's certainly suspicious.
Okay. And suspicion is not in the ARS statutes. I challenge you to find it.
People can report suspicious activity.
They sure can. And I have given you a reasonable answer as to what I am doing here. I am collecting
I'm still
information.
investigating what.
The officer pivots to suspicious activity. That phrase sounds serious, but it's not a charge. The cameraman calls it out directly. Suspicion itself is not a crime. This exchange exposes a common misunderstanding. Officers can investigate suspicion, yes, but detaining someone requires more than a vague label. The cameraman's calm insistence forces the conversation back to statutory language instead of general unease about someone holding a camera near a secure facility.
We're going to still investigate.
And how are we doing that exactly with you standing here?
I have two other officers around. Well, one of us will talk with you and one of us will talk with that.
Okay.
It's pretty reasonable.
Yeah. So this, you say, a secure facility.
Yeah, it looks locked up, secure to me.
Okay.
Notice no trespassing.
So obviously,
all kinds of stuff.
Obviously there are some cameras somewhere, right?
I don't know. You're saying obviously. Nothing obvious to me.
It's a secure facility. I mean, come on. Let's be realistic here.
Okay. That
You
doesn't mean
think
they
there
have
aren't cameras? You think there aren't cameras looking at us right now?
Certainly possible.
I would sure go look those up and find out whoever said I was on the wall. That's ridiculous.
Why are you so agitated?
I don't like people making false claims. I'm just trying to get some footage, and everybody's coming and harassing me.
So what's the story about? I'm curious.
I can't tell you what the story's about.
You're the press. Why aren't you going to tell the
You'll
public what
see it when it goes online.
Oh, okay.
I'm grabbing a water there. What's that?
What website do I go?
I don't want to say right now.
Online? Huh? What's that?
I don't want to say right now.
Okay.
It'd be Arizona United News. You can find it there.
Arizona United News.
Uh-huh.
Is that like a web?
The discussion turns towards security fears and hypothetical recon. This is where imagination starts replacing evidence. The cameraman dismantles the logic by asking what he can capture that isn't already visible online. The officer acknowledges it's certainly suspicious, but again, suspicion alone isn't enough. You can see the gap widening between what feels concerning and what is legally enforceable. That distinction is the entire backbone of constitutional policing.
Site?
It is? Am I free to go?
No, you're still not.
And I'm being detained for?
You are being detained for investigation of trespassing.
No, I understand, but detainment.
13-1502.
Okay.
Trespassing. You're not free to leave because
I'm trespassing on a public sidewalk.
No, sir.
You just said I was trespassing.
These people are reporting you're trespassing. I'm investigating that.
Okay.
There is a possibility that you were trespassing. Is that possible that you were trespassing?
It's not possible. impossible.
That's not impossible that you were trespassing.
Well, I was in my body for the last hour, and I know where I've been, so it was
These
impossible.
guys are reporting something different from that, and there could be a mix-up between.
It's not a mix-up. They're lying. They trumped up the call because they didn't like me out here filming in front of the building, so they made up a story and said I was on their wall. It's ridiculous.
I love how you interrupted me.
Excuse me?
I love how you interrupted me.
How am I interrupting you?
I was speaking and you interrupted me.
I apologize.
Okay.
Go ahead, speak.
So what I'm saying is
Detention continues, and the officer doubles down. He's not free to leave because trespass is being investigated. Yet there's still no proof the trespass occurred. The cameraman stands firm, pointing out the impossibility of being on property he never entered. The officer suggests a possible mix-up, but that possibility alone cannot justify holding someone indefinitely. The cameraman's strategy is simple: keep demanding clarity on the reasonable suspicion.
what they say and what the dispatcher hears and what the dispatcher types, and then it comes to another channel and comes to me.
I understand.
You've heard the telephone game, right? So some things that are reported are not 100% accurate.
I totally
or maybe
understand.
they're totally accurate, but we have to verify.
Okay.
So they're reporting, we're verifying. I'm not stepping on anybody's
Okay.
rights.
You're live on the internet now.
It's fine. You're being recorded too.
I don't understand why people would make up stories just because they're uncomfortable. Why? One guy came out and asked me if I needed any help. I said, no, I'm just getting some footage. Okay. So
Well, you seem uncomfortable of identifying yourself.
I don't need to identify myself.
Well, if we're
You seem
investigating a
very
crime-
comfortable with walking up to any person and asking to abuse their rights.
I'm not trying to abuse anybody's rights.
Sure you are.
You even know the statute of 13-2412A.
The officer explains the telephone game effect. How calls can get distorted through dispatch. That's a fair point procedurally, but it doesn't lower the standard for detention. Meanwhile, the cameraman highlights something critical. Allegations don't automatically suspend rights. This part becomes less about the wall and more about threshold. Can someone be detained purely because someone else said something? That's the constitutional question unfolding in real time.
Tell it to me.
It says that if I'm lawfully detained you during a lawful stop,
Okay.
you have to provide me your name.
You're exactly right. What is the lawful reason that you have detained me? Lawful.
Investigating
That's not a
call
it's not a
versus
lawful reason.
trespassing.
That's not a lawful reason.
Well, I don't think you understand that then.
Okay.
Because you're not free to leave because I'm talking with you about what they're reporting
Very good.
as trespassing.
I don't have any ID on me.
So that's lawfully
I don't have any
detained,
ID on
right?
me, so don't
Would
waste
you
your
agree
time.
that's a lawful detention?
No, it's not.
Why not?
Investigation is not a lawful detention.
Why do you say that?
Because you have to have to be able to articulate a reasonable suspicion. What's your RS? What is it?
So if we find out that you are trespassing and you fail to identify yourself, you could be charged with a misdemeanor. You understand
Whoop-de-doo.
that?
Okay, find that out. Make up something that puts me on that wall. I'm happy to go to jail for that because that is ridiculous.
Okay.
At the same time, I'd like to know who here reported me by saying
Well, I
that.
can work on that. I can find
Okay.
that out.
Where
It
are
could
you?
be in the police report for you, okay?
Okay. I want to know why people think I'm breaking the law right now. What is everybody worried about a camera?
A person does not have to break the law for the police to call, for them to call the police on something.
I understand that.
Well,
I understand that.
do you want to talk with the RP? Yeah. Find out for sure if he's on the wall. He claims he's been here for an hour and a half.
Now the statute is dissected in detail. The cameraman accurately quotes the condition. Identification is required only during a lawful detention. He asks again for the officer's reasonable suspicion. The officer responds with the possibility that trespass might be confirmed later, but potential future confirmation cannot retroactively justify a present detention. That logical gap becomes the turning point. The officer's argument begins losing structure under consistent questioning.
He's been on the wall.
It's a secure facility. They got to have cameras all over.
So he's claiming he's never been past this public sidewalk. Okay. And he's trying to live video footage, which I don't know, intimidated by it.
Gotcha.
So if you can find out if there is security video where he is on their property, I explained to him he's failing to identify himself so far, and he doesn't think he's being lawfully detained, but he's not free to leave because we're investigating
Right.
this allegation of trespassing.
Okay, I'll go talk
I
to
think that's pretty fair.
I'll go
Excellent. Love it. Love it.
Yeah, I hope we can find some camera.
Suspicious activity is not a crime.
Yeah, but
the
trespassing is.
allegations
I'm not
are-
trespassing.
But the allegations
I'm not
were that
trespassing.
you were on the fence.
I understand
That's
that.
what their
Well, if they're
report
a
says.
high-powered secure facility, they can easily prove that.
The statute. You agreed that this is a law potential because
No, I didn't.
we're investigating a crime. They're alleging a crime, so we're investigating.
Okay, very good.
So under 13-2412A, you're required, therefore,
I'm gonna,
to
you know what?
supply your name.
I'm going to disagree, and I'm going to stand here and consider a consensual conversation right here. Okay?
That's fine if you want to consider whatever you want. Would you please give me your first name?
No, sir.
Would you please give me your last name?
No, sir.
Would you please give me your date of birth?
No, sir. If I've committed a crime and
Well,
legally detained,
If you're lawfully detained, you
Then I
are
will.
committing a crime by not identifying yourself.
You-
So that
you-
is a crime. It's
you know-
constitutional misdemeanor, 13-2412A.
yes, that's.
And you even quoted me that statute, so you know that
that's
statute very
awesome.
well.
I do know that statute, and when you detain me lawfully, then I will
I don't
gladly
have to handcuff
give my
you to
full
detain
name.
you.
I
You're
understand that.
not free to leave, so
I
you are being
understand
detained.
but not lawfully.
How is it not lawful?
I haven't committed a crime. You have no RAS. None at all. Them saying something is not reasonable, articulable suspicion and should not be in your eyes. You should have made that determination right away, right? You did a threat assessment right away, right? You can't do that?
All right.
Hey, man.
Hey,
Here's the deal. You're not in any trouble. You are on the sidewalk. You're allowed to record. All I ask is, if I didn't say you did prior, just don't step on their property. Don't block their driveway. And if people come to the sidewalk, I don't know, it's kind of hot outside.
As backup verifies the story, the reality surfaces. He was never on the property. The detention dissolves. Suddenly, the officer softens. He's allowed to record, just don't block traffic or enter private property. The alleged trespass shrinks into miscommunication. That's the resolution. No charges, no ID. Just a mistaken call. If you found this breakdown valuable, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video.